Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. In this segment, we are joined by a real live practicing witch who is behind the curtain over there, the screen, and the reason for that is to protect her identity. She has agreed to come in and talk to us about what she does and what she believes in and about her perception of Wicca and what it means to her and explain some of the different things that she does. And we really appreciate her coming in. And her name is not Naomi, but we are going to address her as Naomi and to help further protect her identity. And people have a tendency to act a little weird when there's, interacting with somebody who's different or unique or whatever. So just to avoid that kind of nonsense in her life, I respect that, and we are going to keep the screen up. So I'm sorry, folks, you won't actually get to see her, but you will hear her, and this is going to be unedited, and it will actually be her talking. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
That's my pleasure.
Enjoy being here.
Now, before we get to everything else, I want to explain. All of these things on my desk are not things that I put there. These are things that Naomi brought in to show that have specific meanings for her in what she does. And I really am, I've watched my share of the movies and the TV shows and all, but I know that's mostly nonsense. So I am completely ignorant of what all this is and what the lifestyle for a Wicca is like. So we're going to have to kind of feel our way along together.
And I'm a very eclectic witch or person of Wicca, so I'm not the traditional, not somebody that you can read about in a book. I've gained my my knowledge of this through personal experience, through some reading, some things I have read. Actually, that's the way I found out about it. Realized this exactly is what it is, because I didn't know along my journey earlier what this was called that I was looking for.
Right.
But
now you, I believe you told me before we started filming that you don't follow the traditional path of Wicca.
There are many paths to Wicca.
So it's like anything else in life.
It's extremely eclectic, but there's like the Gardner traditional. There's like a feminine sect that just is all women. There are so many different facets to it. That's why I think it's beautiful, because it fits anyone.
Right. So for those of you who may have thought, like I did at one point, that Wicca was Wicca and you just follow the rules, I guess in a lot of ways it's like any other group of society.
There are no rules.
Where there are no rules. I was going to say there's Greeks, there's Irish, there's Italians, and there's Baptists, there's Catholics, there's Protestants. So it's all, it's many variations.
Yeah. But still, within those that you just spoke of, there are rules. There are specific ways you do things. Within Wicca, you can do however you wish, with one thing in mind, with accountability, and that's how I live my life anyway, but it's called harm none, do as you will, the Wiccan Rede.
That's the, oh God, I know the word, it just escaped me, the doctor's oath. What do they call that again?
The two snakes?
No, not the snakes. First, do no harm is the oath the doctors take. Hippocratic oath.
Right.
Yeah, and that's very much like the Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. So that's fascinating.
Well, that is fascinating, because Wiccans early on, the women were healers. They were the doctors in the old days. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense.
Okay. Now, my question is, I know everybody's going to want to know this right away. Do you cast spells?
Yes.
Yes. All right, we're going to go into a little history about how you got into it, and a little more depth about what Wicca is, and explaining what these things are. But first, can you tell us one particular spell?
Well,
you don't have to tell us how, but I mean, kind of, what was its purpose, that kind of thing, you cast it on...
Well, you do all kinds of stuff, and through spell casting and learning, when you're younger, you think of, ooh, it's a spell. I'm going to cast it on someone. And they're going to do something.
Right. You're
And
my slave.
You learn that's
Yeah.
not, that's not what you do. That is not, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't come out.
Well, no, there's many
end
different,
well.
many different kinds of witches. Are there those? Imagine there are. There are those that would do that.
I would imagine
on
so,
purpose.
but
And bad guys. There's bad guys
Sure,
out there.
Sure. I equate witchcraft, spell casting, and magic with energy and science, sort of, to talk about it to the regular people.
Normal people?
No,
And you're the witch, and you come up with the normal. I didn't. I was not.
I would rather
one of the
be
things
abnormal
before
anyway.
before we started this conversation, I told myself I was not going to use the word normal at any point, and then she does.
I always say Abby Normal. You ever
Abby
seen
Normal.
Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, Young
Abby Normal.
Frankenstein. Yep. And something else to dispel a myth. The traditional pictures of the witches with the warty noses and the long jaws, the crone type thing. I have to tell you something. If I was a single man and Naomi was a single woman, I would be learning a whole lot about witchcraft. I got to tell you, because she is drop dead gorgeous.
How do you think we remove the warts and the
Is that what it is?
and
You
all that? We
put the
spell
spell in
cast
it?
on ourselves.
Yeah, can you give me hair? I'd love some hair.
Take
nice.
biotin.
Biotin?
Take biotin.
Biotin. Okay. I don't think anything would help but a magic spell. The men in my family go bald in their teens, some of them, It's one of those things. So, okay, getting back on track, sort of. Tell us about a spell you cast that, just something people just really want to know. I want to know. What spell did you cast?
Let me just say, take you back on a bit of a personal journey history with spellcasting.
Okay.
And how I realized that these things that kids normally do all the time sort of lead up to spellcasting. You remember those little things that you, as a kid, you folded up and it was the 4 little things
Right,
that
and
you
you
did
flip
like
it
that?
over and have different things on it.
All of that is sort of ritual. You sort of do it, you've got an outcome that you want, but you don't know what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a little chant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the first
bunch
dabbling,
of little witches now.
First dabbling of witchcraft. And then it moves up from there, and then you sort of get into the books, you get into the idea that the elements are there, that everything has an ability to move, to vibrate, and to change. And if you get into a certain wave, you can work with that.
Okay.
And
tapping into an energy?
Yeah, it's honestly now, I've skipped over a whole bunch of it, but I mean, you go through the books and you go through the very ritualistic, like I need this, I need this, I need this, I've got to have a blue candle, red candle, purple candle, I've got to say these words, I've got to turn around 3 times, and I've got to jump over this herb and jump over the broom, or...
Do you really do all that stuff? That's not just
I'm sort of exaggerating a bit, but there are specific steps, and I mean, I'm sure your viewers have seen spell books and
yes, but nobody takes that serious, because it's like...
Some do. I mean, some
well,
do.
yeah, some do, but those are people that... No, what I mean is that people who see those kind of things you pick up in a store, they just assume it's there for entertainment value. I mean, it's like, is there a witch's manual, an official witch's manual with real stuff? Because let's face it, if you go down to the bookstore or one of them Kindles in Amazon, and you get a book on casting spells, chances are that those things are legitimate.
Get a real hokey one.
Exactly,
but
it's
But
ridiculous.
it's for the person who is searching. There are books that will help you along your way, and when you read a book, you take it in. If you know it's hokey, it's that hokey one, you just toss it aside and go for the one that really hits you at home, hits your gut, and you know there's something of substance in there. Okay. And I found those books. And in those books, yes, there were some spells. It's more like writing a poem. It's more like experiencing beauty in nature through words.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Can you recommend a book?
Oh, a book, sure. The first book that I ever read, I had 2.
Now, this is one of the official, serious ways. And what I'm doing is trying to define the difference between the serious witchcraft books that you actually use and the nonsensical things that people just chuck out for money.
I'm not going to say it's nonsensical, because it might mean something to someone. I would never pass that.
No, I mean the books that have spells in them.
Yeah, but there are, the ones that I'm going to tell you have those things in them. You just, you use the ones, or use them as reference. And I'll tell you in a second why that's there. But I came across Buckland's Book of Witchcraft. That was like the first big one that it's like a big book and it's got a big pentagram on it. And you look at it and you go, oh my gosh, that's one of those books that
Isn't
you're
it
never
like
supposed to
pentagram
read.
devil worshiper stuff?
No, no.
I know, I gave you that out.
No, it is
because
absolutely
people
not
assume
sacred
that.
geometry.
People assume that.
Well, sure they do. They've been taught that. They've been
Right.
told that.
Right.
No, it's sacred geometry. It's actually Da Vinci and the star and the man standing
Right.
in the star.
Right.
It's the center. Man is the center. Humanity is the center.
She's wearing one and showing it to me.
Yeah, humanity is the center. The circle is Gaia surrounding us. We're like the center of our own universe and going through a journey, which is life. So it
now,
means a lot.
The other common, I'm not going to say misconception either, the common thought is that witchcraft is satanic.
No connection whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
You know who made that up?
Who?
The Christians, or the people that changed it, that wanted the heathens, who were just people who were warming themselves by the fire. You know, they had to make their man and the woman that they believed in. You know, the lady and the god, the lady and the. They had to make the male aspect of that bad. They turned that into Satan. They turned the woman into Mary.
Mary, which one?
Mary, the mother of God.
Oh, okay, because there's also the whole big thing, especially right now, they got that whole controversy going on about Mary of Magdalene being Jesus' wife, you know, good old Da Vinci Code. Speaking of
Right.
Da Vinci, you know, it's, sorry,
There
I
you
don't
go
buy
again,
that one,
spinning.
brother. I don't buy that.
Spinning fiction and stuff. It made a good story, though.
Yeah, well, it made him a lot of money, is what
Right.
it did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now-
But back to spells.
Okay.
The reason that the spells are there is to set up a ritual and set yourself up sort of to get into that area where you need to be, you know, to get into that altered state, so to speak. And you just, if you go through ritual, you set yourself up for that.
Right.
And set yourself up to work within the different energies.
Now, what started you on the path? Short version. What started you?
version's
Everybody's
gonna
going
be
to. Well, I know, but everybody's going to want to know. I mean, we all make our choices in life. Some people are suddenly struck by a thought, an idea, or a feeling, and they become a priest or a nun. Some become a baseball player, football player. Some people get really committed to what they're doing.
Right.
And I know a few people like me who should just be committed. But that aside, what got you started?
All I ever remember in my whole life is searching for something different. And I believed in everything as a kid. I looked for magic everywhere. I felt like magic was a part of my life. And I believed for a long time that it was real. Until I started figuring out or hearing from other people that I was bad or I was wrong and this, that, and the other thing. And I started wondering. So I stepped back from all of that. And actually I read all kinds of books, anything with vampires, you know, monsters, witches.
You were about 11 to 13 years old
No.
at the time? No? How old?
My very first books, you know, when you came home from elementary school with the little book thing?
See, Spot and Run is when that's when I came home
I
with.
want every single book with a witch in it, or anything with Halloween, anything like that.
You really have
those
been
books.
into this all a long time.
I was looking really
And
hard.
she is over 20. And that's as far
We
as
won't
I'm going
talk
to go.
about how far over
Mrs.
I am.
Mace didn't raise any male children stupid enough to comment on a woman's age, especially one that could cast a spell on me. I'm going to be extra polite tonight.
But anyway, I started looking at a very young age to try to find something. But I was fascinated with all this, with magic. And also I was fascinated with religion. And my family, I went to church with my parents. We didn't go for very long, though. My parents just were not church-going people.
Right.
My grandparents were. They were extremely church-going people, and I thought I was with them for a while. I mean, with them meaning trying to get into their religion. And that was, I read the Bible with them every night when I was, like, first starting to read. I'd go stay with them all summer, go to their little meetings with them, but then it just did not still. It didn't feel right. It just did not, I can't explain
Just didn't
it
work
other
for
than
you. Didn't work for you.
it didn't feel right. I saw different things happening with the other people, them not really believing and living what they talked about.
Right. So you're not the. It's important to you that you and people practice what they preach
Right.
and believe in it.
It's
and
very
just,
important for me
it's not a front.
to live my life like this without worrying about anybody. I don't have to say, hey, I'm a witch, or hey, I'm Wiccan.
Right.
I don't need to do that. I don't need anyone to know.
Mm-hmm.
If people ask me, if they come up and ask me questions, I talk to them. But other than that, I don't stand on the street corner and do anything like that. Any
Right.
whatever.
You're not out there with your broom. Do you have a broom?
Yes, I do. I didn't bring it with me though.
Terrible. That would have been.
It was out till all hours of the night last night, so I just needed to put it away and let it rest for a bit.
Phew. There she goes, Naomi. No, come on now.
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
No, Naomi.
Sabrina. She couldn't hold a candle to you. Okay. Now, you see, I wasn't even going to ask that one, but okay. For the record, because one of the things is whether or not I believe whatever, I'm trying to think of what my viewers would want to ask, because I know they gotta have a million questions.
Oh, sure.
Do you fly around on a broom?
No.
No. Okay.
I wish I could.
Check that one off. That's a no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to play Quidditch. I'd love to do all
Quidditch,
that stuff. I think that would be awesomely just
So you like the
exciting.
Potter series?
I haven't really watched the whole thing, but I do watch Quidditch every time that comes on.
Do you? You like Quidditch?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if you get your broom working, you're going to give me a ride on it?
I play Quidditch, yeah, sure.
That'd be grabby hanging on, too. I see it. No, too high. Back down.
Just hold on when we do the loops.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to have bruises from my fingerprints from hanging on. Okay, now, what reason, are there many reasons you would cast spells, I imagine?
Well, no, you come together, if you're by yourself, mainly what you work on yourself. You would never, a thing with Wiccan is remember that whatever you send out comes back to you times 3. That's another part of
Times
the
3.
Times 3.
The trilogy,
Yeah.
the Trinity. That's
Well, and Trinity came from Maid, Mother, and Crone. The 3 aspects
Maid,
of
Mother,
Mother.
and Crone?
Crone, yes. Maid, Mother, and Crone.
Okay. What's Crone?
The old
I
lady,
mean,
old wise
we're
woman.
back to the warty noses and the pointy chins.
Beautiful, wise women.
Okay.
The ones who are experienced and have gone through life and are extremely experienced, learned, and can sit back and be wise women.
Okay. Now, do you cast spells? I mean, you say you kind of cast them in to yourself to.
Well, no. You when you call in the circle, you sweep with your broom the area.
Okay.
You can either sit a lot of times by myself, being eclectic and solitary by myself. I would envision the area around me as just clearing it out. You do toning or you use salt to clear the space, and then you envision a blue circle, electric blue circle around you. Call in the quarters, call in the goddess and the god, and you just raise
Goddess
energy.
and God? Who are they?
The goddess and the god, the aspects of
So
the
you
higher
believe there are
aspects.
beings, specific
Not
beings?
it's energy.
Okay. Well, that's why I said beings instead of people.
Well, what is a being? It's a ball of energy.
Okay.
I mean, but I see
It's a
it
sentient,
more.
no, sentient. It can converse. It has the ability to converse, and
You can just open your mind up and be as creative as you want.
okay, that's saying for me. That's way out there.
I can get more out there.
Oh, you go for it. You go for it. I got no problems. You can go as far as you want. I'm gonna hang on to that broom. We're going for a
Okay.
ride.
All right.
Okay. Now, do you? I mean, you do cast spells out, but I mean,
No, not out.
okay. What would you use a spell for? Let me put it that way.
Well,
what would you use a spell
to bring prosperity, to heal yourself, and if you ever, like you're talking about casting, if you ever send something out,
Right.
it would be sent, and usually the way you end it is for the highest good of all involved. Like I would say, if usually you do it if someone asks you to, like, can you help can you help me with this? Then you do your thing and send it out there for the highest good of all involved. And that kind of releases you from any ill will. You would never want to do that.
Okay.
You'd never want to like...
Now you've done these things, you've cast spells out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot?
No, not a lot.
Not a lot.
I mean, I live my life in this manner.
I'm showing my ignorance here, but I'm really working hard to get rid of all preconceived notions, which is one of the reasons I'm asking so many questions, is I've kind of wiped out my mind of all preconceived notions, and I'm approaching this conversation as if I had never heard of witchcraft before. And I think that's the best way.
Let's talk about it sort of in the way that you clean your house.
Okay.
That's a ritual spell casting, because you clean away the dirt as you're doing it. If you're doing something with intention, the highest good, to clean out the negativity, to clean out all of the bad energy.
Right.
And then when you cook, to prepare it like prayer.
If you can cast a spell that'd make me cook, you got to be the biggest best witch there is.
I would not cast anything on anyone to make. You can't make anybody.
Well, I mean, all right, give me the ability. Look, I burn water, okay? I'm not even allowed to use appliances in the kitchen. I'm terrible. I am so bad. It's really sad. But
we could probably work on that. You may find yourself cooking one of these days.
Oh, God, do I have to wear the apron?
No.
I can see it now.
No, unless it's really, really cute.
Oh, I think I should have just kept my mouth shut. Ooh. All right, well, if I suddenly get the urge to go out and buy a dress, I'm coming looking for you. We're going to have a problem. Oh, I got ugly knees. I couldn't pull it off. Okay, so you do cast spells. And could you tell us one in particular that you've done?
Not really.
No, there's...
I mean, I usually do workings when I get together with my friends. We'll gather up and raise the cone of energy and raise it up for a specific purpose. Like we'll work on finding a good, safe place for one of us to be. Like, we've been working for a while on one of my friends' inner circle to get her into a safer place with her husband and have them move into a safer spot rather than where they were. And after a working or two, it actually clicked in, and many good things happened for them.
Great. Now, excuse me, do they actually call it a coven? Mm-hmm. Okay. How many witches are in your coven?
Right now it's 5.
5, and they're all local?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are there a lot of witches that you know in this area?
I don't know one.
Just, you're it.
I know of several people who have, and a lot of times you can sense this from people. A lot of people will come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm Wiccan. Blessed be." That's the thing you usually say to someone when you feel that. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of funny because it's just strange because they don't go any further than that, or it's just I just find it strange.
Right. There's a lady who works in a business near here, and I'm not going to say who or what. Mm-hmm. And I spoke with her, and that was before I knew you were a witch. And I asked her about coming on the show to talk about it. And she said no, because she was afraid of reprisals.
I can definitely understand that. Why do you think I'm behind a screen?
I know. Well, I can understand it. I mean, people, it's people get a little strange.
Let me just tell you a very true experience that I had. Before coming here to Martinsburg, I was approached by my boss at the time after hours and said that, asked some questions and flat out asked if I was. Mm-hmm. And I said to her, "What have I done a bad job? What about my job has changed?" That
because you're a witch?
Right, because you have now found this out about me. What has changed about the way that I'm working?
Right.
And she didn't answer that and just went on to say that she would definitely take me out to lunch and talk to me about Jesus anytime, and I couldn't be going out like casting spells on children and killing babies and work in her office. So it's really misconstrued out there.
Well, that's
It's
yeah.
scary to some people, but fear is what you make of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it, with Halloween and people in general, they just really get off on the whole scary thing. And there's always misconceptions.
Well, everybody likes a good scare, but that is not what Wicca is at all.
No. Okay. So back to this, because I've asked it several times and you either forgot or you dodged it.
I'm dodging.
I know. If you don't want to answer it, just say, I don't want to answer it. Do you want to tell us a spell that you did?
No. I mean, I can't really, what do you want, like a love spell or?
No. I mean,
I don't.
I'm trying to give the viewers a chance to know of a spell, hear it.
Well, there's something called a binding that you can do. And when I was first dabbling in this, I sincerely and desperately wanted the attention of a certain gentleman. And so there are certain things you can do with manifesting and connecting the third eye to the third eye kind of thing. And then there's a binding, and you actually take yarn or material of some sort, and you chant, and you braid that, and you bind the two together. And you find out after you do it how extremely difficult it is to break something like that.
Do you use some part of his hair or
No,
something
you
like
don't
that?
have to, but you
You don't
can.
even need to? So, like, all you people that think hiding your hairbrush is going to make you safe,
Well,
it's not.
No, that stuff's powerful, and if it comes into the wrong hands, it can definitely be used.
So you bound this guy to you?
Well, I tried to, yeah. I mean, that was my intention, which was wrong, and I know that now. It was completely
Okay.
wrong.
Did it work?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was hard to get rid of him.
Is that what? Oh man! If there was ever an example of be careful what you ask for, that's it. You're my slave now, buddy. Leave me alone.
No,
You talk about mixed signals.
Yeah.
You bound this boy. How old were you when you did that?
Oh gosh, I was probably like 20.
Oh, old enough to know better.
Yeah.
So you bound this poor fool, and now he's going to spend the rest of his life.
No. It's broken.
You broke it.
Yeah, we broke it.
Well, what made you decide to break it after wanting it so bad? What did you
Because
just?
I knew it was just wrong. I knew it was wrong.
How did he act that you knew it worked?
That it worked?
Yeah, how'd you know it worked?
Well, he went from we were friends, went from being friends, not being all that interested, into being extremely interested, and like the heavy, possessive heaviness. Like,
He had to have you.
heavy.
Had to have you.
Yeah. It's like, oops.
She's smiling too. She's saying that was bad, but she's smiling over there.
It was, oh gosh, it was one of those lessons.
Oh, Naomi,
life
you evil
lessons.
girl, you. My goodness. It's a good thing that I don't worry about such things, but if you see my eyes glaze over, help me. Okay, tell us about this stuff. And don't lean forward too much, you'll
Right.
come off the screen. So.
Okay. Well, there's my
Okay,
goblet.
starting with the goblet.
That's my goblet.
Now, she said, I'm not supposed to touch these things, so I'm...
Normally, you would not handle a Wiccan's sacred objects, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can just take them and cleanse them, because when you touch something, you're putting your energy into it.
Yes.
And
But in my
which is-
case, that can mean more than you realize, and I'll talk about that after we're off camera. Okay. We have a goblet, and what's this for?
it's for
In case you get thirsty while we're doing the interview.
Right. And it has wine in it. Right now it has nothing in it. But we all take our own goblets, representative of the woman, the goddess, the womb, the chalice, and the blade, that sort of thing.
Okay, so do you use this in a
very-
ritual? Now, how would it be used?
We just bring all of our stuff
It's
into...
not like blood and guts and...
No, but sometimes we do that.
You do? You're fooling with me now. You're messing with me.
Oh, I'm sure everybody's done that. You take the knife with your sisters, and you put the blood in, and you mix it up, and you drink it.
And what does that do for you?
Who knows? Hopefully it doesn't make you sick. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's one of those
I got a feeling you hold stuff back on me here because
learning things.
you're going to be cutting your hands and dripping blood into here and Bela Lugosi and you got teeth and...
No. Right, yeah. Now you're going to tell them what I really look like.
No, I'll tell you what, this is one seriously beautiful lady.
Yeah. So anyway...
See, and I haven't been bound that I know of.
Silence.
All right,
The next thing that we have is the poppet.
Is the what?
It's a poppet.
Poppet.
Sort of like a poppet. I mean, I was going to bring my other poppet, but I just left it. This is my rendition also of the goddess. Mm-hmm. Because as a young girl, I was just fascinated. I don't know why, but I always had corn husk dolls.
And this is corn husk. It's made of corn husk and
it's bound. I found it at a yard sale somewhere.
The moppet already made.
A poppet.
A poppet. I'm sorry. And it was already made, and you turned it into one of your things.
Yeah, I just cleansed it, and it's now my representation of the goddess.
So what do you do with it?
I just bring it with me. That's all.
Serves no purpose.
She's the goddess.
Do you have like cats? They're familiars. They go out. They do things. Or is that just like in Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak? Kim Novak.
Yeah, Pie Wacket.
If you haven't seen that, Pie
Bell Book and
Wacket.
Candle.
Oh my goodness, Bell Book and Candle. What a movie. God, I love that
I've had several
movie.
Pie Wackets.
Did you? So you do use the cat. Is that true? A familiar? You call it a familiar, and you do witchcraft through it or something?
No,
how's that work?
They choose you, and they just come in, and I know the traditional like viewer idea of a familiar. My idea of a familiar is just an animal that's with you and just chooses to, like if my friends and I are doing magic, or if I'm meditating, they will often come over and just sit quietly with you and just stay there and then just be there. And especially cats are awesome because they purr. You know, and the dogs will calm down and just come over and sit.
Right.
And just be
No,
there.
the cats, do you actually use them as part of a ritual, like they do in the movies? No? They're just pets?
They're more than that.
Okay.
Absolutely more than that.
What
they
are
come
they?
in and they're just more than that. They give their energy. I just think it's amazing that they choose to come over. We don't call them. We don't do anything. We don't, we're over my friend's house in her backyard in a circle, away from the house, and the dogs will come and just lay at our feet, not do anything
Just dogs
else.
and cats both? Cool.
Yeah, and, well, you asked me why I have a spider out. Mine, I've
Yeah,
essentially...
there's a spider over here.
Spiders...
It's plastic, right?
No.
I don't have my glasses
it's
on.
jewelry. It's bling.
It's bling.
Yeah.
Oh,
another
okay,
reason
cool.
I
Without
like
my
it.
glasses, I can see the spider. It's about this big.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is you'll be seeing these images because I'm going to snapshot them, if that's okay.
Sure.
And I'll put them up on the screen after I snapshot them while she sets them up for me so I don't come in contact. Okay, so what's this little blue thing here?
A little blue thing, that stone
Is that a stone?
Yeah.
I really need to put my glasses on. It looked like a little piece of cloth.
This?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a stone that I found at the beach. It's just another goddess figure.
That's a wild-looking stone.
Yeah, I just found it at the beach. But I think it reminded me of the Venus of Willendorf.
Okay, so these are kind of like graven images of the goddess? Oh, okay. They're not tools that you use.
Well, you still use them, but I don't use them like I would direct and use like the wand. With the wand, you direct the energy and you do pentagrams one way to invoke and the other way to...
Don't wave that at me. Don't wave it at me. No, back.
And this I made, I found it at my friend's house and made it one day that we got together to do ritual together. We went out and found all of the stones, and we all kind of sat around and made things. So I ended up making this wand because it fit my hand so nicely.
Now, let me ask you, what would you use the wand for?
We
see Harry Potter and stuff with all of that, and all the other...
You use it to direct energy.
What would you be directing energy for? What would be the purpose of directing energy with that wand?
When you raise the cone of energy, it's more like, how people talk with their hands? You just do it with an extension of the energy of the earth and the energy of the earth and the air and fire.
Yeah, but it's not something you wave at people and do a spell.
Well, you can.
You can.
Yes. every time somebody points, that's very
I
direct.
wasn't pointing. You notice I had my finger turned in.
Well, it's still, any sort of energy like that is the
and
same
I was doing
kind
it this
of idea.
direction, not that way.
Because remember in Practical Magic, the little girl said that,
I didn't see that.
I wish you, or I would hope he has chicken pox, and she pointed at him. I mean, that was kind of funny, but it's very true. The more that you build up the energy so big in yourself, and you
Directed at something.
yeah. You
Now,
directed
the
it
wand, I
something.
guess,
The wand,
assists in the directing of the
it
energy.
just flows along with your hands. You know, you go, you direct it, the cone of energy up, you
Does
raise it.
It
and then you
increases
bring
your
it back in.
ability to project and concentrate the energy. The wand does. I mean, what's the purpose of using it?
I like it. I think it's cool. I made it. I just like using it because it does direct the energy up. And
So, in other words, the wand does
down.
specifically assist in what you're doing.
sort of, yeah.
I'm getting a lot of vague answers here, I think.
Right. The stones amplify.
Okay, so it does amplify. Okay. Now, what do we have up here? What is...
That is salt.
Ooh, a
and
dagger.
Pink salt, and the
Pink
dagger
salt.
is an athame, used kind of in the same way as a wand. It would be used to cut and direct.
Mm-hmm.
Cut and direct.
And direct.
Yes.
You cut me, and I'm directing myself out of here.
Well, do you know what it's actually a letter opener.
That's one wicked-looking letter opener. And by now, you folks have seen it on the screen. What God, what do you do with that? You direct energy and you direct people. You will get away from me right now because I'm going to direct this knife into your chest if you don't.
That could be part of the, yes.
Oh, good.
That could be it too.
Yes, help me. What's the pink salt?
The pink salt is a gift from one of my friends, and I just use that to purify.
Okay. Now, I want to explain something. I'm kidding around a lot here, but I don't want to give the misconception that I don't take it serious or I don't respect what she does. It's just that I happen to know Naomi for a while, and I think we're friends, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good, because you don't do things to friends like that. And Naomi and I are friends. And so we kid around a lot, and that's kind of coming out in the show. But I don't want to give the impression that I'm being disrespectful in any way at all. I'm not. I just like kidding around with Naomi.
I appreciate that.
Yes, I'm probably flirting too, but I'm trying not to. My wife's over there watching. Okay, we have a mirror. What's that for?
Don't go over the box there.
Don't
the box
go
that's
over
right
it?
in front of you. No, don't pass
Too
over
late.
it. Don't pass
Too late.
over it because I want to
Okay, let's
express what it is.
do the box then.
No, the box is awesome. The box was a gift to me from my life partner, and it is for consecrating energy. To like you put something in there. It's completely dark. You void it from light, and it's cleansing.
Okay.
A cleansing kind of thing. I also keep my cards in there.
So do you keep your life partner in the dark too?
No.
Okay.
No, he actually is along with me in all of this.
Cool. Now, all right, I'll get to that in a minute. This box, why not pass over that?
Oh no, I didn't want it to go without being said.
Oh, I thought you meant put my head over it. Oh. Something's going to come up out of it and get me.
Oh, well, that too. Just be
that
really
too.
careful around it.
You're fooling. She's kidding too, you know. One of the things, they want to know the truth about this stuff, but you're so good at saying that, they're not going to know if you're joking or not. So don't stop.
They can find out. They just need to do their own research and follow their own gut.
Okay. All right, so we have the mirror again. What was the mirror for?
The mirror is just for...
putting on makeup.
Some. But it's also for scrying. It's called scrying.
Oh, we've all seen that on Charmed.
We do that at Samhain.
Now, how do you scry with this?
Well, with scrying is actually you just look into it, and a scrying mirror would be black on the bottom, so that you can kind of look into it. It's the same idea. That's why I put the skull there and the sphere. Oh my gosh.
Crystal ball?
Mm-hmm.
You got a crystal ball.
Well, I have 2 skulls and a crystal ball. I have many crystal balls. I just brought one.
Do you actually look into them and see things?
You look into them and use the energy of the piece itself, and it just helps you get into a different state. So.
Do you see things in the crystal ball?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Not in it, but images come.
Because of it.
Images come because it helps you get into the altered state. Just like
I've been in a
anybody,
few altered
I was just
states.
going to say,
Yeah, I
anybody
knew
from
you.
that's dabbled into anything else would understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've been in a few of those altered states before. Okay, so we have the skull, and what's the skull, and what is this over here?
The same thing. It's a crystal skull, and
Okay.
have always been drawn to them. So
The crystal skull.
yeah,
That's a fascinating
it is
thing.
absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, it was
And,
impossible for them to have made it,
right,
and they did.
right,
That's where the alien thing comes in.
maybe.
Okay, what's that other cylindrical thing?
That is a double crystal.
A double crystal?
It directs energy in both directions, just
Wow.
like these. These are sort of double. They direct
Okay, we're
in
going to
both
bring
ways.
that back up on the screen.
Yeah.
Now, we have a black candle. Is that significant?
That was made by my my stepdaughter, so that's why I brought it, because she's also in.
She's
the
getting
same
into
path.
the whole thing.
She's been like me. She's always been different.
Different. Yeah. And
I love that because it came out perfectly.
it's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Now, is that a copper pumpkin?
Yeah, that's just
Is it
because
pumpkin or
it's,
jack-o'-lantern? Jack-o'-lantern you call it, or does it matter?
It's from a dollar store. It doesn't matter.
Some dollars. This is witchcraft on the cheap.
Yeah,
We got the
exactly.
dollar store happening here. Okay, and this is just a holder for it or
It's
something?
just a candle stand.
Okay. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Oh, this is my Book of Shadows.
Book of Shadows.
Yeah,
So that is like Charmed. Okay, we're going to bring that up on the
And
screen.
it's also called a grimoire.
Grimoire.
It can be called a grimoire, but it's a Book of Shadows, and it's just you write your rituals and stuff like that in there, and
So
the
that's
things
really
that are
the Book of
important
Shadows.
to you, and the things that you do, and you
The
essentially
windows.
pass this on to your family members.
Cool. So the wind will blow it open and it'll give you an idea what to do next. And you
Quite
can see
possibly.
you can see a toad sitting where I used to sit. So, Dan, that's just one too many cracks. Now, is there something that you would like to say to the folks and let them know that's important to you that they know? A message or some myth you wanted to solve or something?
Yeah, I'd like to say that just don't prejudge people. You know, the thing that always bothered me the most is when people would know someone, you get to know someone and they're your friend and you think you know everything about them. And then when you find out the one little thing, like if anybody would find out this about me, I used to be terrified.
That people would find out?
That they would find out and that would be it. With some people, it was like that. And that's kind of what got me to be extremely deep and personal about it. And that's more safe anyway.
Right.
You know? But I would just like to say, don't judge people.
One of the things that I learned over the years, and for me, I've always been one of those people that people just walked up to and started talking to, total strangers. Mm-hmm. And they just start talking to me about anything, as if I'd known them all their lives. Mm-hmm. But the internet, because I've done so much work on the internet and social centers, one of the things, there's two things that I feel are very important. If I was going to put a message out to the people about other people, there's two things that I feel are important to know. One is that nobody is just one thing. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their private, personal things.
Multifaceted.
Yes, nobody is just one thing, okay? You might have the most liberal or the most conservative person in the world, but they're also going to have something about what would be on the opposite end of the spectrum that they are part of and enjoy and like and is part of them. The other thing, and this is one that I get a kick out of, is when people talk about witches or any of society's outcasts, I call them people between the cracks. Okay, this is like a between the cracks segment, And it's about people who've fallen between the cracks in society, because society has kind of just developed a crack in the sidewalk for them to be able to push these people into and go over without seeing them, you know. But what I found out along ago, and I get a kick out of this, is everybody assumes those people are living at some other little island in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
They're everywhere.
Right? But here's the thing, okay? Every one of those people are somebody's neighbor, and it might be yours.
Mother?
Mother? Well,
Sister?
yeah,
Brother?
a family relative.
Everyone.
Yeah, and they
It
keep
could
it
be
secret.
anyone, sure.
You have people, and then of course those people, it's always sad stories when they come out and they tell about their private lives. But one of the obvious ones, everybody, the analogy they're going to go is homosexuality. You know, somebody comes out of the closet and, you know, things go bad for them. I'm not going to say I'm pro or against. You know, that's not my business to do. But what I will say is that I'm a Christian, and the name Dan in Hebrew means God is my judge. And what I've always taken that to mean is, he's my judge, you aren't, and I'm not yours. So by having always been open to people of all different types of people, and I'm fascinated by people. I love people. They just fascinate me. When you really get out and you meet them and you take the time to look at people and get to know them, it's fascinating what you can learn about the world and about people in general. So those people, maybe one of them might be in your family or your next door neighbor, you know, and nobody is just one thing. Everybody. How many times have we seen in the news where the the supposedly perfectly straight-laced couple, you know, and they're into some kind of wild and kinky something too, you know? I mean,
Usually,
yeah. I mean, nobody's just one thing. So, Naomi, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
One of the best conversations I ever had about Wicca was with a priest who absolutely respected...
Catholic priest?
Yes. Respected
Yeah, I'm
position.
Catholic. And one of the things I've always admired about the Catholic priests mostly, I mean, there's always exceptions, but is they're open to pretty much everything in at least conversation. So that's pretty cool that you had that. Yeah. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is great. Maybe we'll come back, and if I can tuck into maybe letting us watch you perform a ritual at some point. That's a no. So. I'll work on her. Don't worry, folks. I'll work on her. See if
I master the flying, I'll come back and do that.
If you do that, we got it made.
I'll come back and do that.
We got it made. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Happy Halloween.
Happy Samhain.
Happy Samhain. That's like, no. There's a lot of one-liners I didn't use. There's so, you know, I mean, next. Good night, folks.